Good morning. This is day 11 of my coronavirus diary. Geriatric1944, I've called it. That's the year I was born in. And here we are again. I've got to say, I went out yesterday and I drove around a bit to collect some groceries, and London is absolutely fabulous at the moment. I mean, the weather is nice. Spring has sprung. It's really gorgeous out there. But most of all, it's wonderful that there's nobody around. So you can drive happily in the street. You can look at everything you see. I really do begin to feel perhaps we should make this permanent. It's much, much nicer than when it's all crammed with people moodily mincing around with their hoodies up. Anyway, I want to talk about masks. Now, I've worn a protective mask whenever I go out for ages now. Don't forget, we're now celebrating almost a month that I've been self-isolating. About a month ago, I got a very bad cold or flu, but I'd had the flu vaccinations. I was a bit surprised by this. Sore throat, runny nose, incredible fever at night and night sweats and all that. So I was sort of self-isolating. It was just at the beginning of this whole coronavirus madness, and I've been doing it for about a month now. Well, early on, I thought, well, every time I had to go out to get groceries or something, which after about the first week or so I had to do, I would wear a face mask, and I made my own out of the old first-class masks from airlines. I got thousands of them tucked away in pockets in places. And I sprayed the front of them with alcohol-based aftershave, which made them smell much nicer when I was breathing in and out. My sense of logic said, look, it's allergic to alcohol, this virus. It won't want to come through the mask. It won't want to go out through the mask, so I won't be infecting anyone else. It strikes me as a good idea. At the time, however, all the publicity was masks are worse than useless, especially homemade ones that are fitting your face perfectly and all the rest of it. Well, I thought, you know what, common sense says to me it's a better idea to wear something like this. You won't give it to other people if you've got it, and you won't get it from other people. Now, of course, the world is coming round to feeling exactly the same way. I'm trying desperately to make my mask much more interesting. I managed to find a couple of beautiful Venetian carnival masks, so I've been wearing those, which has caused a lot of attention, especially when I go shopping in the local Tesco's wearing it. And I don't just wear it, but I wear it and a protective mask underneath it, sprayed with alcohol, just to make sure that I don't give anything to anyone, and I don't get anything from anyone. Mind you, I do suspect if I have had it, it's long past gone now and I'm immune. If only I could test and find out. I mean, come on, it's a month now. Anyway, one of these things that does worry me is this whole test situation and the many people, the vast majority of the public, and worse than that, governments, who believe this whole media madness that has erupted because it's a great story, and that's why the whole thing has taken off like it has. Believe me, I know how to manipulate the media and how to use the media. I've had many hits in my time and done many successful things. Behind me, you'll see a picture of me and Margaret Thatcher when I was producing The Brits, and I managed to persuade her to hum her favourite ever song, which was, Prime Minister, "How much is that doggy in the window?" One of my great moments. You could have heard a pin drop in the theatre when it was played. Anyway, it's getting back to my distrust of people who fall for everything, gullible lemmings I call them, and the governments, and even the great authorities. The World Health Authority, WHO, wankers, hypnotists and onanists. WHO said this week, at the end of this week, we may well top 1 million people who have the coronavirus, and 50,000 people have died due to the coronavirus. Now, I look at this and I go, oh, this is such rubbish. I really don't trust figures, because you look at things like somebody died from the coronavirus and you find out that they died in a car accident and they were analysed and found to have mild version of coronavirus. But secondly, and most important of all, we have not tested the entire planet. Until we've tested the entire planet, we won't know how many people have got coronavirus. Now, I reckon it's far more than 1 million. From my personal experience, I think I've had it. Several friends of mine have had it. I'm sure my brother had it. He was in hospital for almost a month with double pneumonia. Loads and loads of people, I think, have had it who have not been tested for it and therefore are not on any official figures. I reckon it's probably at least 10 times what the World Health Organization is saying. That would be 10 million people. Well, if 10 million people have got the coronavirus and only 50,000 have died, even if that's directly from the coronavirus, which I suspect it isn't, that's a tiny percentage, making it a trivial virus. I keep saying this. I think the vast majority of people who get the coronavirus have either no symptoms at all, or very mild symptoms, or quite serious symptoms, as I had, but that are not serious enough to warrant even asking a doctor about it, let alone going to hospital. You just stay in bed, drink lots of liquids, take paracetamol and get better. And I reckon that there are millions and millions of people out there with coronavirus, of which a very, very few, a tiny percentage, gets attacked by it. They've usually got underlying health conditions and they end up dying. Now, by promoting this scare and by boosting it, but worse, by overreacting and by closing down pubs and restaurants and hotels and airlines and stopping travel, restricting people going out and all the rest of it. At the present moment, it's quite a good way to cut back down, which I do think is important, so that this whole scare is over. But it's also going to ruin the global economy, will cause loads of misery. I don't know about you, but I'm really beginning to feel that I'm going stir crazy, as you probably noticed in these videos, because I'm actually, this morning I woke up, it's Friday, and I thought, now hang on a moment, what day is it? And I actually had to think, yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday. This diary, for example, is day 11, and I've been self-isolating for a month, so I'm really beginning to go bonkers. I have to work out, now what day is this diary? Oh, yes, it must be day 11. Anyway, this has been my day 11 diary about the coronavirus and about me, Geriatric1944. See you, going mad. See you tomorrow, day 12.